50 hates Diddy? And how come Diddy is terrified of 50? Everybody's talking about the new Diddy doc, but nobody is talking about why these two actually hate each other. This new Netflix docuseries, Sean Combs' The Reckoning, is executive produced by 50 Cent. And within days of its release, Diddy has already threatened to sue Netflix, calling the entire thing a hit piece and alleging that it actually features stolen footage. But this beef goes way deeper than a lawsuit. If you love music deep dives, throwback breakdowns, and stories you will not hear anywhere else, hit the follow button right now for more. And if you got a friend that's been following this story since day one, send them this video right now because they gotta get caught up on all this. You see, there's a reason that 50 has made it his mission to expose Diddy. And it started long before Netflix, lawsuits, or even Ciroc. You gotta understand that both these guys are from New York. Both were hip-hop giants, but here's the key difference. Both represented polar opposite archetypes. This beef isn't just personal, it's strategic. Diddy was the savvy businessman and one of the first true corporate titans born out of hip-hop. 50 was anti-industry. Breakthrough song was called How to Rob, where he literally goes through how he would rob the biggest names in hip-hop of the early 2000s, including Diddy. Diddy threw parties, 50 threw shade. So from the jump, if 50 was gonna be the poster boy for anti-establishment, he had to rebel against the poster boy for the establishment, Sean Combs. Make sure you watch to the end of this video, by the way, because I got an amazing hip-hop trivia question I bet you can't answer. Now, these two actually did collab early on. 50 actually appeared on a 2002 Biggie remix. But what if I told you that 50 actually once ghost wrote a hit for Diddy, then turned around and declared war on the guy for 2 straight decades? 50 ghost wrote for Diddy on 2001's Let's Get It, following Diddy's ex-girlfriend Jennifer Lopez suggesting that 50 write the song for Puff, which you can imagine how that probably made Puff feel. The two came back together on 2007's I Get Money remix, which was actually a 50 Cent hit, but other than that, the two have basically been beefing ever since. At one point, 50 was actually trying to sign Mace away from Bad Boy Records, and that led to a public dispute between the two. 50 was also very vocal that Diddy knew who was behind Biggie's unaliving, even going so far as to accusing Diddy publicly on his 2006 song, Hip Hop. And there were the beverage wars of the 2010s, with 50 behind Effin and Diddy behind Ciroc, with 50 constantly talking down on Ciroc any chance he got while doing press for Effin. Then, of course, came the parties. 50 was one of the first to publicly question what went on at Diddy parties. Once Diddy's home got raided in 2024, it was 50 who did everything in his power on social media to amplify these headlines, eventually signing on to executive produce this now new Netflix docuseries, Sean Combs' The Reckoning, which is largely made up of footage that Diddy had initially put together himself to tell his own life story. So what do you think? Did 50 Cent expose Diddy or just hijack his story? Have you watched the doc? Let's talk about it down in the comments. Oh, and that trivia question. Back in 2003, Puff allegedly offered to take 50 Cent shopping. What industry event did this conversation allegedly happen at? Drop your guess in the comments, and remember, follow for more.